Hey guys, it's your girl Chris Corio here, and welcome to this episode of 876 Tutorial Tuesdays Protective Hairstyle, namely French Roll. Alright, so who is this crazy woman? Is your girl, of course. So today is wash day for me, meaning I will be going through an entire process showing you my regime, how I take care of my hair. Now, as we all know, COVID is in the air, not literally because apparently it's not airborne, but we're not gonna talk about that right now, right? So hopefully everybody's keeping safe, keeping clean. And this tutorial came at a time that I really just had some time on my hands and decided, since persons have been asking me what I do, how I take care of my hair, why not just show y'all my favorite protective style and how it is that I, you know, prepare or condition my hair before actually putting in that protective style. So what am I doing right now? I'm sectioning my hair. I like to comb my hair out before I actually put in shampoo. I mean, you could look at it as counterproductive because as the shampoo going, it tangles everything up, especially, with the water, everything. It just tangles everything up. But I like to ensure that I comb it out so that when, the shampoo and the water gets in, then I can just use my fingers and comb through quite easily. And this might not be a big deal for you if you have straighter hair, but for a person with curly hair, you will totally understand, why I would definitely prefer to comb it out first, because these curls, when they get knot up, when natural hair decides it's going to knot up, it knots up. So that's one of the reasons why I really, really prefer to comb it out first. So this spritz bottle that I have here, it's pure water, and I've infused it with, there's lemongrass oil in it, there's castor oil, and there's also coconut oil. So one of the things that I like to tell people is that, natural hair, it's only natural that you use natural products. There are persons, everybody is trying to monetize, and it's understandable. If you can make a business off of it, why not? But I think at baseline, I think people should not stray away from the fact that natural hair requires natural products. If you're living in Jamaica, you can use natural oils. There are natural oils that are available for use, natural butters. I myself use a lot of thick butters, thick creams. One of my faves in the past was shea butter. I had to stop using shea butter, however, because shea butter, interestingly, was causing my face to break out like crazy. So it was really good for my hair, but it wasn't good for my face. So I had to find an alternative. I'm still seeking out alternatives, but what I do find works for me is the thicker creams. The thin creams do nothing but sit down on my hair and accumulate. So there will be a couple that I'm showing you later on in this video. Okay, so just totally wet up my hair. So soaked it through, of course, so that I can now apply my shampoo. My shampoo is actually from Beauty Formula. It's with activated charcoal. I found this at Mega Mart the other day, and I really like it. It's reasonable, and it's actually quite effective. So here I am lathering with shampoo. There are some persons who will say, be careful with the amount of shampoo that you use because it dries out your hair. I mean, if you know my current history, I have not washed this hair in a while, and so you're gonna see me doing my hair twice. Under normal circumstances, I'm gonna say yes, I do wash my hair twice. So I'll do 2 shampoos in one go, in one session. So I'll shampoo it and then I'll rinse it out and then I'll shampoo again. Why? Because I'm an active person and I sweat a lot, so I don't want all that to accumulate. And all of that accumulates, it can sweat down into your face, get into your pores and cause bumps and all of stuff. So I try not to let that accumulate. So here I am combing out the hair. I still have shampoo in the hair, just combing it out, for ease of finger combing, so for example right here I'm massaging the scalp and it's also easier when I'm able to comb the fingers through, even though it's, it still is a bit of a challenge. So here, I've rinsed out my hair and I'm getting ready to do conditioning. That's Cream of Nature. One of my favorite conditioners. Can you tell? I have way less than half. I probably have like a quarter bottle left. I use conditioner way more than I use shampoo, and I think many natural persons can attest to that. So my aim here is to condition my hair, saturate it with conditioner. I am gonna actually section my hair. I'm combing it out with the conditioner, of course. I'm gonna section my hair, put it up into little, what you call them, donuts or dumpling, and I'm gonna leave it there underneath a shower cap, basically to just sit for 15 minutes, allowing the conditioner to do its thing. All right, 15 minutes. So I rinsed out my conditioner and now I'm ready to moisturize. Cream of Nature, you will realize I do like their products, especially the coconut milk stuff. It's really nice. Here is a heat protectant. So I'm gonna apply the moisturizer first and then I spritz, and I like to dampen my hair with the heat protectant. And I detangle first. Here is, one of the most amazing equipment I have bought for myself. It's the Revlon blow dryer hair brush. It just works wonders. You know how, back in the day you'd go to the hairdresser and they'd be blow drying your hair, particularly if you have thick hair. They'll be blow drying your hair with that comb unit at the end of it, and every time they try to comb it out, it would pop off and drop on the ground. That used to happen to me all the time. Like, I used to pop up people's equipment. My hair used to just be difficult when I was a kid. I clip it a lot more often now, however, than I used to. And, this is really just to protect the edges. So here I am combing out. So why am I combing and blow drying? Because, as I said, my hair is very thick. So even though this has a comb brush, as I'll call it, I want to protect the bristles. So I will run through with a comb first. So here I am, all finished. And I'm going to let everything down now. And remember, before I started the blow drying, I moisturized my hair and I also put a heat protectant over it. Looky. See why it's my favorite equipment? Yeah. Alright. So I will admit that the very first time that I decided to start clipping my edges, I was quite nervous. But I realized that whenever I go to hairdressers, they tend to cut off just way too much, and I just think that they tend to be real dramatic, so they cut way too much. So I started trimming myself, right? And I realized that it works. So what I do, I will occasionally, and I don't trim very often, perhaps more often than some persons, perhaps once per month. Whenever I'm washing my hair, as long as I'm going to blow dry it, I will trim my hair. I don't trim my hair while it's wet. It's easier for me to handle while it's dry. And all I'm doing here is just segmenting, getting it out of the way. And I'm going to use my scissors and go right around. Now, these scissors are actually scissors designed or created for clipping hair. So if you want to use just, like a pair of paper scissors, you could create more harm than good. Because if your aim is to get rid of split ends, you could actually be creating split ends at the end. All right. So I'm pretty much just gonna do this right around the entire hair. And a quick zoom in at, you know, the back of the hair. Can be a little bit tricky, but I got it. So quite literally all I do is comb it down, comb it together. And I literally, you know, just kind of looked at hairdressers and just kind of copy what they do. And I mean, I know that I'm not a professional. I know it might not be the most perfect clip job, but you know, it does its job. I clip it and my hair feels healthier. It looks healthier whenever I clip the edges. And I mean, if you can be self-sufficient in some regards, why not just be like that, right? So anyway, now we're getting into the finalmente. I mixed some coconut oil. What you see on my hands, I've mixed some coconut oil with the moisturizer, the coconut milk that you saw earlier. And I'm going in now with some Cream of Nature Edge Control with argan oil. So, I mean, who doesn't have a toothbrush that they use for the purpose of just the edges, right? And I love to use argan oil, Cream of Nature Edge Control because it has oil in it. I have really thick hair, so my edges tend to, you know, be under a lot of strain when I try to catch up my hair. So this is the French roll. It's real simple if you look at it. You roll in the hair from outward to inward. And it really takes some practice. Now, I did this right before I was about to get into my bed. So I'm pretty much not trying to get the top part as flat as I possibly could have gotten it. So the end product will be a little poofy. At the top of my head might be a little puffy because I don't want it to be too tight. And I'm not going anywhere tomorrow. So I'm just preparing for my bed. So that's the French roll on that side. And of course you can go over it with your toothbrush or probably a bigger brush to just kind of smooth it in. You can put some oil again on it, but it's really up to you on what you feel like your hair needs. I like to put oil as a nice finisher for my hair, and my hair responds well to it. So thick creams and oils, thick butters, creams, oils is what I like. For the girls with thick hair or guys with thick hair, that's what I like to use. So again, just rolling it under, and again emphasizing the poofiness. It can be controlled. So for example, if you want to wear this hairstyle for a wedding, for a birthday, you can actually use hairpins to just pull it down and, you know, try to flatten the top out a little bit more. Or you can, from the initial stages, you can scoop the hair from outwards to inwards a little bit tighter. And like I said, I'm going to bed. I'm using this as a protective hairstyle, right, to go to bed. So I want it to be comfortable. I'm not placing the clips, the hairpins in such a way that they're jamming the back of my head. Nope. This girl want to go to sleep, and when she's sleeping, she don't want to be woken up by no pins. All right, so it's not as symmetrical as I would have liked it. However, you can go in and fix all of those finer details like what I'm doing with the safety pins. Not the safety pins, the hair pins. I like to use these long bobby pins. Number one, my hair is very thick and it fastens it holds it really well. And also it's very important to, when you have the bobby pins, make sure they have the little rubber stubble at the bottom, because you don't want to scratch your scalp. I've been victim to that several times. So that's it, guys. Good night.